So what is the best way to sell Avon on Facebook? Is it a Facebook page or a Facebook group that's better for your Avon business? Now, I'm going to tell you in just a minute what I think, but I bet you that my answer isn't going to be what you expect it to be. Before I give you my opinion, though, I want to know what you think. Leave me a comment down below and let me know whether a Facebook page or a Facebook group works best for you and why. In a minute, we're going to get to what's better, a Facebook page or a Facebook group to grow your Avon business, so stay tuned.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer Francis and I am a nationally ranked leader and top seller with Avon. My team, the Timeless Beauties, are one of the top fastest growing teams in the nation, and in 2019 I was #1 in the nation for personal leader development, helping people make more money with their Avon business. Today what we're going to talk about is Facebook page or Facebook group. Which one should you choose to grow your Avon business and why? So there are a couple of different ways to sell Avon on Facebook, but the most common question I see from Avon representatives about selling Avon on Facebook is this: should I start with a Facebook page or a Facebook group? So let's take a look at the purposes of each of these options. We'll start by talking about selling Avon on a Facebook page. Facebook business pages are meant to be your storefront. According to Multibrain, the nation's #1 top selling social selling trainer for direct sellers. So there are a couple different categories you can choose for Facebook pages. Your Facebook page is a great way to communicate with your customers, but it will not really give them an opportunity to speak with each other about your products and services. The functionality of your Facebook page will depend on which category you choose. Here's a list of categories for Facebook pages. There's a local business or organization, a brand or product, artist, band, or public figure, cause, or community. The different categories carry different types of functionality for your page, and the goal of your page is to increase engagement as much as possible. So now let's talk about how to sell Avon in a Facebook group. Facebook groups are an effective place to sell Avon on Facebook. A Facebook group gives you the ability to create a community where members can have conversations with each other and share experiences and stories. When you create a Facebook group, you should be thinking about it like a community where you can start conversations between group members about particular topics. Here are some topics that your customers could discuss with one another in a Facebook group. Makeup trends and tips. Maybe you do bathroom organization tips or vanity organization tips. You could talk about skincare trends and trips or beauty tutorials and how-tos. You could do home organization with Avon cleaning supplies or fashion trends. The number of topics that your group members could discuss are literally limitless. So now it's time for the moment of truth. Facebook page or Facebook group? Which is the better way to sell Avon on Facebook? And here's my answer. It depends on your goals, because honestly, it really doesn't matter which one you choose if your plan is to simply share company-generated sales content in the hopes of making your page or group a platform to only generate sales. The key to succeeding at selling Avon on Facebook is to create engaging content that people want to interact with. I like to use this illustration. Imagine your Facebook platform as your very own television network, and you get to choose the programming that you put on that network. How many people do you think would tune into a network that played nothing but commercials? If your Facebook group or page doesn't provide value to your followers, they're not going to engage with it. When they don't engage with your platform, Facebook will stop showing it. So my suggestion is to pick whichever one you can be the most consistent with. And if you can be consistent posting and creating engaging conversation in both, then create both. So now that you know the difference between Facebook pages and groups and how each one are used, let's talk about some strategies on how to sell Avon on Facebook successfully. Number 1, be consistent. This is the number 1 rule of selling Avon on Facebook. You have to be consistent. If you don't think you'll have the time to maintain a Facebook page or a Facebook group consistently, just choose one or the other. Get a feel for being consistent and then add on another one. Learn the exact tools I use to stay consistent on social media by finding the link down in the description box below. Number 2, get personal. Despite what you may think, your followers actually don't want to see every single thing Avon has on sale that week. They want to see you. So showcase your life and show people how you incorporate Avon into your life. Sell Avon on Facebook successfully by being the brand yourself. Facts tell and stories sell. Telling stories is the way to sell Avon on Facebook successfully. I used to think that it was impossible to sell a fragrance on Facebook. Then one day I told a story about how I was wearing my Avon perfume while I was walking with my husband. It had been all day since I applied it, and I told the story about how he loved the smell of it literally hours later. I sold 4 bottles of perfume to people who had never actually smelled the fragrance simply by telling a story. My next tip to sell more Avon on Facebook: use testimonials. I've got it. You can't afford to buy every single thing in the Avon catalog just so that you can give a personal testimonial about it. But did you know that you actually have access to tons of testimonials on your Avon e-store? Learn about how to use customer testimonials to sell more Avon products by checking out the link I left for you down in the description box below. And my last tip is to create friendships. Social media is for being social. So take the opportunity to pause from selling Avon on Facebook and then take the time to really connect with people. Set aside a specific amount of time every day to network with 5 new people. Look at this as an opportunity to make new friends and grow your network. This is not the time to sell products. This is the time to expand your circle so that when somebody is interested in what you have to offer, you'll be the first person that they come to. Find out more about how to stop bugging your family and friends and start growing your business. I left you a link down in the description box below. If you want some more tips on how to grow your business on Facebook or on social media, I left you some great links down in the description box below. You'll find tips from nationally ranked leader Emily Stevens, top achiever Deb Hastings on how to grow on Pinterest, and so much more. So be sure to check out all the goodies I left for you down below. So after that, do you still have questions about how to sell Avon on Facebook? Well, I've got news for you. You can get tips and training from the top leaders inside of Avon Nation. Timeless Beauty Lessons is a free Facebook support group for Avon representatives, and it's a wonderful place where you can ask questions, share successes, and exchange ideas with some of the best in the business. We would love to have you join. You'll want to just look for the link down in the show notes below this video, click the arrow to access the description, and be sure to click that link and request to join Timeless Beauty Lessons. In order to be approved, you must provide your current working Avon e-store so that we can prove that you are an Avon representative. Have you been researching joining Avon? Maybe you've seen that you can join Avon for free right now and learn how to sell Avon on Facebook. That's right, you can join Avon 100% for free in 2021, and you'll have access to everything you need to start selling Avon on Facebook. Your Avon e-store is 100% free to you. There are no monthly fees, so you actually can't beat that sort of joining offer because there's no penalties if you don't order, and there are 0 obligations. There is literally nothing to lose. So let's get you started selling Avon today. Look for the link down in the description box below. So before we sign off for this week, I thought I would tell you a little bit about myself in case we haven't met yet. My name again is Jennifer Francis, and I'm a national leader with Avon. I'm also the founder of Timeless Beauty Life, where I encourage people to create their own lifestyle that is timeless and beautiful by creating memories that last a lifetime. I am a top beauty influencer and am #1 in the nation for personal leader development, for developing my team members and helping them make more money with Avon. I help other representatives with free trips and training inside of Timeless Beauty Lessons. And I'm also the founder of the Haley Hugs Initiative, which seeks to provide comfort to those who are grieving the loss of a loved one. I'm the author of A Hug Through the Air, a children's book that I wrote in memory of my 22-month-old daughter, Haley Hallam. I love giving back to the world around me, and I encourage my team to do the same while simultaneously showing them how to create a lifestyle that is more open to making memories with family and traveling. I would love for you to connect with me. You can find all of my social links by clicking the little arrow below this video and bringing down the description box below. And I'd love to have you inside of my community, Timeless Beauty Life, where we can talk about all the travel tips, organizational tips, recipe tips, family tips, beauty tips, health tips, and so much more about how to create that timeless beauty life that you love. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today for a couple minutes and deciding what's going to be best for your Avon business, a Facebook page or a Facebook group. Until next week, we'll see you next time.